Hello, everyone again. Okay, so I hope you got a bit energized after watching this little video. Okay, and today's our topic will be how to achieve any life goal with the master kit. So something is missing over here, but let it be. Okay, so first of all, I will tell you a little bit about myself. Then I will tell you about Axiom 1.1, then Axiom 1.2. We will speak about consciousness and subconsciousness. Then we will cover the topic of the chain of desires and how to change a belief. Then we will talk about what you need for being happy in 4 spheres of your life: money, mission, relations, and health. And then we're gonna make a test, subconscious image of money. So if you have time. And after this, you will have an opportunity to ask questions and get your answers. So, and I would like to say something about myself first. So my name is Gulnara Balova. I'm 36 years old and I'm married with 2 kids. I'm being a business mentor of the company Super Ego, having over 250 people in the team at the moment. I have really great results from using the technique for 15 months. So first of all, speaking about money, I started to have two sources of income. Before that, I had just one business, and it was a little bit stressful for me because keeping eggs in one basket is a bit risky, and I could understand that. And because of the situations in the country and the international market, some things change, and so you run a great risk when you have just one source of income. My husband's income multiplied by 3 times, so our family, our team has won quite a lot. And of course, the money that I paid for the technique for this product actually is nothing in comparison to what we got. And if we speak about money, but if we speak about other things, they are really priceless. And now I have harmony in relations with my mom, with my daughter, husband, people, and the most important is with myself. At the moment, I don't have any heartache that I used to have for 8 years of my life before I used this program. And my daughter got rid of the diagnosis pre-asthmatic condition that she had before. So actually, um, the most important point is opening my own mission on the very first day of exercising. And for me, that was a matter of life and death, I would say, because when you don't know your mission, when you don't know what you are for, life becomes so senseless, and I really didn't want to live, and my heart aching for 8 years, I think would do a great business to me. But I'm happy that I'm in this world. I'm happy that I'm alive. My uncle died when he was 35 years old because of a heart attack, and so actually the program was almost the same. I'm happy I escaped that. And speaking about my education, so that you can understand whom you are going to spend your time with for the nearest hour. I'm a graduate of the Bashkir State University, the Department of Romance and Germanic Philology. So I graduated it with honors. I'm a philologist, teacher of English, and translator. In 2015, I got an honorary Doctor of English Education degree in Georgetown Wasteland University of the Americas. Speaking about my professional career since 2000, from 2000 to 2012, I was a teacher of English, and because since 2011 until now, I became the owner of the English Club World for You. And since 2000 until now, I have been a trainer of the Council of Europe within program Youth in Action and Erasmus Plus. And since 2016 until I became a professional coach, so theta healer, NLP practitioner, which stands for neuro-linguistic programming. But the most important for me is that I'm a business mentor of the company Super Ego. So here is my family, my husband, um, my loving and loved husband, and here is my daughter who is 8 years old. She is also using Mastercard. My husband also uses it, and actually my 4-year-old son still hasn't got a cabinet for himself, but he uses Mastercard and he always gives us tasks what to work through. And very often he underlines that this is just your belief and you can change it. So go and use Mastercard. And today I really liked that he told me that, I decided not to be a policeman anymore. I asked him why. He said, I understand what the criminals want. They want a lot of money and they don't know any other ways to get it. That's why they commit crimes. But if I tell them about Mastercard and they will take away blocks from their heads for getting money into this world in an honest way, I think it will be much better for them. And I will teach them living an honest life and make other people happy. I was like, wow, that's so great. And I'm very happy that my family supports me in what I'm doing. And I will start with Axiom 1.1, which says that everything that happens in my reality is the result of only my subconscious reasons. And it's a really great axiom. And when I feel that I pull out of consciousness, awareness, I just repeat this axiom for myself. And from one point, it might be very sad because if you understand that there are things that you don't like around yourself, and then you understand that you are the reason for that, and it's because you wanted it. But at the same time, it makes me happy because I allow it to myself, and I had a reason for that. I love my subconsciousness; it really loves me and really wants the best for me. So that's what our technique teaches. And the second axiom, oh, it's in Russian, okay, says that any fact of my reality is only my belief. So, Peter, I would like to ask you personally, um, okay, what do you think we have to change any fact of your reality? So, what is it you have to change some fact of your reality? How do you change your reality? Peter, I hope you are over there because I know that the girls who are over here are using the technique and they know the answers. I would like to hear yours. I would like to understand where you are now and understanding what we are talking about. And I hope the girls won't mind that I will be communicating with Peter most of the time because I think he's the only one in the webinar room who is not using the technique. So this webinar is personally for you, Peter. Okay, so any fact of my reality is only my belief. What do I have to change to see the changes in my reality? What do I have to change in my spiritual way to see in my spiritual life, to see changes in my material world, in my material life? So what do I have to change according to this axiom, let's say? Okay, I think Peter is printing something, typing something, be more precise. Okay, while Peter is typing something, I will be moving forward. And so the next slide says to us shows how consciousness and subconsciousness work with each other. So consciously, we all want to be rich. Consciously, we all want to have ideal relation. Consciously, we want to be in our real mission. And consciously, we want to be healthy. Okay, Peter is over here with his answer. The question was, what do you have to change uh, to change your reality? Peter says, I believe that it's my entire core belief system that needs to change. Yeah, exactly. So what you have to change is your belief. And that's why you're here at that. Okay. So consciously, we all want only good things. But why don't we have them in our reality? Why aren't we still rich? Why don't we still have ideal relations? Why still many of us haven't found a real mission? Why do we have some diseases? It's because of our subconsciousness, because our subconsciousness says it has got a lot of interesting things inside. It says to have a lot of money is dangerous, or so, sorry, my keyboard was set to Russian. Okay, so to have ideal relations, I will have to be humble. I actually had this setting in my mind. So I thought that if we never quarrel with my husband, it means that some of us is under another person, under the other person. Like some of them is being humble, sacrificing, and another person is the other person is enjoying the life. And for me, the fact that we had quarrels, that we had arguments, was very meaningful because for me it was like understanding that everything is going well, so it's normal. Now, for me, the standard of life has changed and the norms have changed. And now, for me, it's normal not to have quarrels, but to have very constructive talks without raising voice, without shouting. And I'm really happy about that. And in Russia, okay, so not only in Russian, but in English also, and they lived happily ever after. You remember the end of the fairy tales? So for me to live happily ever after would mean the end of the story. So, and I remember when I was a child and my mom would be saying this to me, I would think like, oh no, so it has finished, it is over. And it was so sad for me. And this moment when she said they live happily ever after was like the end of everything. And of course, subconsciously, I couldn't allow myself to have ideal relations with my husband because if we had this happily ever after, then our lives would be over. And now I'm so happy that I can allow myself to be living happily ever after. And it's not the end of the story, it's just the beginning. And of course, I wish everyone to have this happily ever after and not to have any blocks against that. So, our subconsciousness says, how can I get money for what I love doing? I mean, it's about the real mission, finding the mission. Why are people afraid to be doing what they love doing and they're getting money for this? Because they can't believe that. Okay, sorry. It's raining, and we are in the village. I think maybe it influences the connection, so that's why sometimes maybe I will disappear, but I will try to get back as soon as possible. And if I don't fall ill, our subconsciousness says, how can I get attention of the nearest and dearest? How can I deserve their love? And how can I deserve a rest? Only when I am ill, I can have a rest. Only when I am ill, I can get love and attention from the relatives and from people I love. So this is the games. These are the games subconsciousness plays against us. And oops, it's in Russian, so I missed so many things. I will have to change them. Okay. Anyway, this is brain. Yeah, and brain consists of two big parts, so consciousness and subconsciousness. And you can see the numbers. So consciousness rules our realities using 3%, and subconsciousness 97. Some people say it's like 5 and 95, 10 and 90, so 20 and 80. But anyway, you can't underestimate the importance of subconsciousness and its role in our lives. So though consciousness consists of such let's say weighty categories like intellect, memory, logic, wishes and dreams, aims and plans, but our intuition, our feelings, our emotions rule our lives. So using 97%. Okay, and now I would like to draw your attention to the chain of desires. So now, guys, I think everybody can participate, but girls, please don't prompt us. Yeah. Now think about some result, some aim that you would like to achieve. Peter, do you think you might share your aim with us? Just choose some maybe not very personal aim, and can you type it? Because now we will go through this chain of desires and we will see how it works. And girls, if you want, you can also put your aim that you are considering that you would like to achieve in your nearest future. So Natasha, Nastya, Ola. So you're welcome. Everyone can type, and then we will test Peter a bit. So he will help us to go to this chain of desires. Okay. So please, everyone, yeah. Write your goal over here. So Ola, Nastya, Natasha, you can also write your own, maybe you have some personal goal. Maybe it's the same as Peter's. So Peter says he wants to build an international conscious eco school. So the aim is really fantastic, and I have already heard about it from Natasha. Um, I think we are somewhere. So we have the same aims. We have very similar, mm, uh, very similar values. So the same values, I would even dare to say. So Ola says financial stability. Nice. Natasha, maybe you can write something of your own, or if it's the same as Peter's and you have your common then it's okay to leave it like that. So Nasta says perfect relationships. Yes, ideal relationships. Okay, as far as I understand, Nasta, it's with a man, right? Not just relationship with yourself or with people around, but with a man, right? So now, Peter, the question is to you. To get a result, to build an international conscious eco school, what should be before? Hmm? Peter, can you say what should go before you get this result? How do you get this result? How do you get your international conscious eco school? Hmm? Okay. Mm. Aha, Natasha says, have my own organic restaurant. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, what do we have? What should be in our lives before we get this result? How do you get a result? How does a restaurant appear in your life? Okay, start a non-profit company. Okay. Aha. So, Peter, as far as I understand, so to have your own international conscious sector school, you have to start a non-profit company. Okay. So look, actually, it was like this. So it means you have to do some action, right, to get your result. You can't just have something without doing something, right? Even if other people do it for you, even if you have other people doing something for you. So it's still an action. So it's still necessary for you to say to them. So please do it. Yes. So it's also an action. Saying is also acting. Okay, great. Now the question to everyone is, have you done anything on this level? Have you acted so far? If yes, please put plus. Okay. So, nice, Ola. Yeah. So you have already done something. Okay. So, but you still don't have this result, right? So it means that we should go deeper. Peter, now this is a question to you. How do you get an action? What should be before action? Mhm. Natasha, no prompting. I think Peter is smart enough to get the right answer. Okay, what goes before action? So you say to do research. Uh-huh. Okay. So you put it like Peter. Yes, Peter. To do research. Yes, I think I agree with you. So it's a thought. Yes, like I want to do something. So you work on the level of the thoughts. Mhm. Guys, who has already worked on this level? Please put plus. Mhm. Okay. Actually, work on the level of thought can be different, like planning, like discussing, like brainstorming. Yeah. So, Oля, what about you? Have you done anything on this level? Okay. Anyway, going we are going deeper. How does a thought come to your mind? Like, I want to do a research. Yes, to start my own non-profit company to have an eco school. Okay, Peter, where does your thought come from? How is a thought born? Why all of a sudden you decided to do research, to start a non-profit company, and to open a school? Hmm. Peter, are you lost? Can you answer this question? Okay. If you don't know, just write. I don't know. It's okay not to know what comes before thought. Where does the thought come from? Why all of a sudden you decide to do this research? Why all of a sudden you decide to take some actions? Why all of a sudden you want this aim? Where does this come from? Where does a thought come from? Where are the thoughts born? Mhm. Okay, now Peter is typing and we will wait a bit. Connection from a higher consciousness. It's like that. Okay. Maybe you're right. But I have this structure. Okay. Actually, a thought comes from your emotion. Yeah. Peter, can you remember what emotion you had when you decided that you wanted such a school? What was your emotion? So, for example, I decided to start my language school in Ufa because I realized that people in Ufa don't have a good chance to learn languages. And my emotion was something like maybe even being angry. Um, I was feeling that it was unfair what was happening with the Russian educational system. Yeah, please talk with current education system. Exactly. So Peter, you know how it feels. Yes, you really become. angry with something, yeah? So you have some emotion to get up and to start acting, right? And where does the emotion come from? What is the most important? What is the deepest part? So if you remember axiom 1.2, I think you will understand what I'm talking about, where I am leading you. Where does the emotion come from? Why did you have this emotion of being pissed off with the current education system? Why do other people put up with it? Why don't they think about their own schools? Exactly, from a belief system. So it comes from a belief. Am I allowed it or not? Yeah. So am I allowed to have my own school? Am I allowed to have my own educational system? Am I allowed to change this world? Yeah. Okay. And if your answer here is yes, then you get the result. But if you still don't have a result, it means that there is something still over here, that there are some beliefs over there that don't allow you to have your result. How can we change the belief systems? So we can change them through our lives, but life is a very expensive teacher. So it takes the most expensive thing from our lives, the priceless, I would say, thing. It's time. Of course, we can change our beliefs through trainings, books, films, but it takes a lot of your time and so sometimes a lot of money. But I would invite you to change your belief system through Mastercade. So using this simulator, where every exercising takes just 20 or 60 minutes. Sometimes when you train a lot, so you can change your beliefs within seconds. It's not even minutes, it's just seconds. And when you buy Mastercade, so what do you have over there? So you have a simulator. You have an opportunity to communicate with the creator of the system. You have everyday tasks, everyday videos to watch. So you have this kind of cabinet. And here is the simulator. Here you can see only 7 patterns, only um, 7 formulas, but actually there are much more. There are 15 of them. So Natasha says, good example of a movie is a pursuit of happiness. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. You get 24 hours, 7 days a week service of client support. So you can type anytime any questions that are connected with the technique. And actually, you get an opportunity to earn by recommending the program to other people. And in the previous webinar, I told you what you get for your money. So I will repeat it again. So first of all, 34 teaching videos with something like 16 tasks, 15 instruments for working with different situations, offenses, fears, settings, and universal settings. Every week education plus online answers to all your questions from the author of the technique. 324.7 client support that can help you with any question connected with the technique. Warm handshake communication with your soulmate in our super ego team, super ego family. So we've got loads of chats and so we communicate with our mentors. And a new life norm, a new life standard within a very short period of time, which is the most important. And how does it work? Look, so we usually take the aim in the middle, yes, in the circle, and draw kind of a sun with a lot of praise, and we try to achieve this aim. So your equal skill is over here, yes. What patterns, what formulas would I recommend you to work through? So image, to work through an image of your school, to see every detail of it, to understand so what is uh, wrong over there, what confuses you, and the program will be asking you, and every step will be taken to change the image, to see the positive picture. And as soon as you see the picture that brings you euphoria, so you can already stop. But when you start seeing an image of your future school and communicate with your subconsciousness, you will see that there are some fears that are still in your heart that block you from achieving your goal, that say that you are not allowed, that you can't have this school. Offenses. It's really, really important to work through your offenses with your parents first of all. And if it comes to money, so the material world, the first person you have to work through offenses with is your father, and maybe a father of your father, or maybe a father of your mother, so your grandparents, grandfathers, and maybe all the fathers can. Um, so for example, achieving your goal, you also should have really good relations with the staff, yeah, with people around, so that they understood your message to the world. So to have good relations with your other half and with them world around you, it's necessary to work through all the offenses with your mom. And I would look through all the women in your kin, your grandmothers, sisters, aunts, and so on and so forth, and mom's kin. Okay, so then another point is universal beliefs. It's really important to work through them, and I recommend my team to look through these patterns once a month, because many things change over here. And the first pattern for the universal beliefs is my wishes. Like if you wish something and you don't get it, it means that there is something wrong with your image of your wishes and with understanding your wishes, because maybe somewhere in the childhood your parents told you you are not allowed to have it, so we don't have enough money, you don't have enough wits to do it, and then you block, you stop wishing. Like consciously you are speaking about your wishes, but subconsciously you block your wishes, and it's very important to understand it. The next point is unconditional love to yourself, to myself. As long as you accept it, it's very easy to move forward, and it's so important to have it, because then you have a wonderful communication with people around you, and all the world gets this message from you. So the next pattern is my emotions, yeah, and so this pattern is really good for people who have closed emotions, but also very good for those people whose emotions are too open and they can't regulate them, they can't really control them. So and nowadays they are speaking about EQ, yeah, that it's even more important than developing IQ. I still think that there should be some balance, but as in the present world, a lot of attention is given to developing IQ, and EQ is neglected. Yeah, I think we should really speak up about developing EQ. And this pattern really helps you to start developing it. My individuality. So I think I don't even need to speak about it, but it's a very important pattern. So accepting your individuality, you will be able to accept the individuality of other people, and a lot of guys will join your school, and a lot of people will wish to be in your team. So my loneliness, yeah, it's also a very important pattern, because many people are afraid to go for their goals, because they're afraid of loneliness, because they are afraid that people around them will not support them in their goal, and um, so people are afraid of the loneliness, and at the same time they do need it because it's so important to stay alone for a while to understand what you feel, how you feel, to listen to your heart, to listen to your subconsciousness, to listen to God, to listen to your inner world, the source of um, eternal information, I would say. So, and it's very important to work through this. And then the last universal belief is my mission. So to see your mission and to allow yourself to be in your mission. So these universal beliefs will really help you with this. Okay, then it's very important to accept some qualities when you want to achieve some aim. So we don't allow ourselves to be lazy, but without being lazy, we can't be hardworking. So without being greedy, we can't be generous. Without being losers, we can't be winners. And it's very important to accept these qualities. So when you want to achieve your aim. So then you can work through conscious beliefs like proverbs, like sayings, like what the parents said to you. So these things are in your mind, and you think that by knowing them, so you have already solved the problem. But it's not like that. So even when you have a conscious belief, you have to work through it. You have to get rid of it and say bye-bye to it, let's say. And be very careful about the songs that you listen, because songs also give a lot of conscious beliefs to us. And when we sing some song, we repeat the words. So we run a great risk giving this program to our mind and installing this belief into you. And here I would like to stop a bit. And for me, being Russian, it's very interesting to hear you, Peter. Like what thoughts and sayings you have in your mind now concerning your aim, let's say. Yes, okay, concerning money. Okay, because we Russians more or less do know what beliefs are in our heads um, in terms of money, but it's very interesting to hear what you have. Yes, by the way, if you remember something, so you can also write down. And what did your parents say to you? What kind of songs do you sing, and what you realized that you were repeating for a long time? So, and while Peter is typing, yeah, I think I will move on. So we will wait for Peter to type it for us. Okay. And we also have a special pattern for our conscious aims, like I am in my mission, and to see what prevents me from being in my mission. My income is doubled 3 times, let's say, multiplied 3 times, doubled 3 times. Okay, so it's also good. Okay, multiplied by 3 times. What bad things will happen to me if my income grows 3 times more? For example, a conscious aim, I have ideal relations. So what bad things will happen to me if I have ideal relations? I'm healthy. What prevents me from being healthy? So, and when we ask these questions from ourselves, then we will find some beliefs again, and then we will have a chance to switch over this belief. Okay, and I would like to tell you that this program can be used in 4 spheres of our lives. So not only about money matters, but also finding your own mission, so becoming healthy and having ideal relations. And now we can make a test of image of money. So Peter was typing something. Peter, can you share it with us? What is it there? Like some proverbs or sayings that I was asking about money. Yeah. Okay. And sorry for delay. Only rich and famous people get to start a big company. Okay. It's just your belief. Yeah. Okay. And now speaking about money. So what is your attitude to money? So guys, what do you think money is? What is your attitude to money? Girls. So I think you will all participate in this exercise. So you can write about it. Mhm. Never enough and always gone soon. Okay, so that's your setting, that's your belief about money. Okay, let's see why. Why is this like that? Okay, now guys, please take a comfortable position. Yeah, I will be switching off my video for the time of the exercise. Natasha says I have lots of it. So about money. Okay, but in reality, it's not like that. So why? Why? Let's see now. So you say I have lots of them, like lots of beliefs. Yes, and you still haven't started working on them. Okay, maybe you were waiting for master kit. Okay, got it. Okay, so now please sit comfortably. I will switch off the video now because I will be doing the exercise with you. I would like to use this opportunity as well. Okay, now you can close your eyes. Take a comfortable position. Make sure your legs, your arms are not crossed. And now, so try to move your eyes somewhere in the sphere of your solar plexus. So it's under your breast, yeah? So I think you know where it is. Try to put your eyes over there. I mean, imagine that your eyes are over there watching from this point and say to yourself one phrase, my money. And your money will come to you as a human being, some person. Look in the eyes of this person. Maybe you know this person. What is this person wearing? What is the person doing? What is your attitude to this person? What is this person's attitude to you? When this person is gone, how do you feel? And when you understand how you feel, you can open your eyes and start typing what you saw in this exercise. Okay. Everybody, please share what you could see. Peter says, initially nothing, no image at all. But what was then? Then I started seeing a happy and confident version of myself. Lana says, I felt a respect, person, image of money, understand that I need it. Okay, but the question is, it wasn't a human being, it was a monkey. It was very cute, I guess. They are coming and going. Now, my question to all of you, so Ola, are you with us? My question to all of you is, what was confusing in this image? What was strange in this image? Peter, so it's a happy, confident version of yourself. But what was strange in this picture? What bothers you in this picture, in this image? Mhm. Maybe I have to give you an exercise for big money, not just money. But anyway, I'm sure that even here we will find something. Uh-huh. Confusing part is that one can treat this image in different ways. As I said, it's coming and going, but at the same time, irregularly. Mhm. So, Natasha, actually, this is your relations with money, or it's Peter. The image I saw was almost like a funny cartoon, as they depict American politician with big hat and cigar hanging from lips. Aha! So there it is. Something is wrong here. So it's like a funny cartoon. Mm-hmm. I'm on my own PC now, Peter says. Uh-huh. Okay. So you see, this is your attitude to money. Yes. And the most important is how did you feel towards this person and how did this, what is the attitude of this person to you? It's your relations with money. Yeah, Peter, you see? It's a funny cartoon. What is your attitude to this image? And what is this person's attitude to you? Mhm. Actually, I'm not asking the girls, yeah, because they have a master kit, they can use it. Yes, almost feels like he is teasing me. That's the point. You see, so what is that is your relation with money. So money teases you, yeah? And you, what is your attitude to money? What is your attitude to this person? So you say it's a funny cartoon. Actually, your attitude to money is also not very loving, let's say, yeah? So you laugh at it. You don't perceive money as something serious. So money is just a funny cartoon for you. Yes, that's the point, Peter. You say, don't feel threatened, but also not taking him serious at all. Yes, that's your attitude to money. You don't take money serious at all. How do you want to invite money into your reality if you have these relations with money? Money teases you, and you don't take money seriously. Now let's try to transform it. What I'm saying, what I'm going to say now, what I'm doing now is what it is going to be in the English version of the master kit. And actually, I'm just translating the Russian words from the simulator. Okay, so please close your eyes again, sit down comfortably, yeah, and repeat after me. That was my image of money. And I was allowed to have this image of money. I had a reason to have this kind of image of money, and I needed it, and I'm allowed to have it. But it was only my belief behind this image that I could use. It was only my setting. It was only my belief that the image of money should be like this. And now move your inner sight somewhere in the field of your solar plexus again and say to yourself, my money. And now have a look how your image will transform. And as long as you understand how it transforms, you can open your eyes and start typing what you could see. Mhm. So, guys, you can share your transformed image with us. Okay, Peter, I had to deliberately push aside my previous image. Then no image until I made a new image, which I want to see. Good. And what was the image that you wanted to see? For the first time, maybe it's not that bad. So later, the images will come faster, and you will not have to make a new image. But even making a new image is really great because you already give a program that you want to have. And our neurons don't care where they see something, inside or outside. Sooner or later, what they could see inside, they will make outside. So, calm and confident with serious resources, financial behind me, without flashing it. Great. Okay, so this is more or less how we work. And actually, I didn't show even one out of 15 patterns for you. It's kind of half of it, but at least you can understand more or less how we work. And at the moment, I can't tell you that you can buy a program right now, but you will have this opportunity in September. And it's very important to keep in touch with the people who invited you to this webinar and get the link to the English version as soon as um, it appears in this world. So actually, I think that is it. I would like to thank you for your attention. So we almost fit in 1 hour. Yeah, that's wonderful. And you're welcome with your questions. Do you still have any questions that I could answer? So meanwhile, I will switch off the record so you can write